Hello again. Let's press the buttons. Get 200,000 light years on the go. Check our tachyons. That's a lot of tachyons. Let's pull this up so we can see what we're doing. We need a lot more energy than that. Maybe it didn't save. Yeah, it must not have saved because that was below 270 last time. We got to 42. I know what might have happened. It just didn't auto-save at the end. So I waited and then I stopped rather than pressing the save button, which is my own fault. So we lost a little bit of progress, but it's not a lot. Honestly, it's marginal in the grand scheme of things. Oh, I should have been pressing that a while ago, shouldn't I, apparently? 150,000 silicon. No, 150 million silicon. Use your eyes properly. What's that, 50 seconds until that ticks up, which isn't bad. Oh, we're nearly at a quarter of that. That's going to take a while. That's going to take what do we want, 1500? Oh, well, we're nearly at a point where I can press this button too. 2 ticks. And we've just hit, there we go, right, yeah, 264. Nice. That's where we want to be. That's what we want to do. This is ticked up, that's nice. So 14.5% though, that's good. It's getting there slowly, like admittedly very slowly, but it is getting there, right? Because every time we click on this, we get more of this, which means we get more of this, which means we get more of this. Wait, it's a nice little circular thing. I want to get this, I'm not going to get this. Like, I really want to get another one of these, because the amount of bonuses we got just from pressing it once was amazing. Having said that, also too expensive. 6 Prestigium is, no, not that one, where was it? Lost it, it's gone somewhere. Oh, it was here. 6 Prestigium is a lot. I don't know that I want to spend 6 Prestigium. I mean, I do, because it will make it go faster. As the expression goes, pussycat, kill, kill. I can press these buttons again. Did that make a difference? No. What made a difference is the fact that we're going 133,000, I'm pretty sure. But it's painstakingly slow, right? 0.55. And it's not even worth worrying about boosters at this point. Although, if I did that, we don't need any of this stuff, right? That's just totally irrelevant to us. It's superfluous to our needs, sadly. So I wonder what the next bit would be in terms of upgrades. Do I buy another booster to get us to 2? They're very expensive, if I remember correctly. It's probably better not to until the aluminium is more expensive everywhere else, if I'm honest. Because once the aluminium is more expensive elsewhere, then it's worth doing it, right? Because once this gets to, this needs to be 19 million? 19 million. It's a long way away, right? Because this also is at 15 million, right? So, but once we get to that point, I mean, hopefully we're going fast enough that it'll make a difference. I don't think it's worth at the moment going back onto the hydrogen tab, switching tabs, and then going into the water tab to get more speed just yet. Maybe once we hit the black hole button, it might be worth it. Actually, it's probably definitely worth it. Probably definitely, it's definitely worth it. I'm peckish. So this is the final episode of recording, and I obviously haven't eaten because I record them in normally 2s or 3s, and I take breaks in between, or I don't. I normally sometimes I'll do 2 in a row, and I'll take a break, which is what happened this time. But you know, and I've made the decision, and you will have known this now because by the time you watch this, it will be whatever 18th of May or something. So every single day in May until this is finished, you will get an episode of this. Although you'll know that by now because you'll have either seen it, or be watching it, or be ignoring it. All of which are completely valid options as far as I'm concerned. I would prefer you watched it, but you would have to be interested in the sort of nonsense that I happen to waffle about, because this is more about me just talking than it is about anything else. Because outside of number go up, it's not exactly the most riveting screen ever, but it's this. If ever there was content to fall asleep to, I think this is probably it. Because I mean, right? It's very relaxed, very chilled. There's some sort of spacey, woobly noises in the background. Like, what more could you ask for to fall asleep to apart from this? Oh, I'm just shy of that. And I'm going to press the button, right? I've got to press the button. Wait. There we go. I press that button. There we go, right? That way, when we hit the black hole button, the black hole will, whatchamacallit, not steal all of our iron. Because we're going to get a lot of iron in the interim. I'm fairly sure. And then at some point we'll get more, we'll get the 10 times boost button as well. Actually, how far away are we from the 10 times boost? 600 seconds, 10 minutes, okay? So, a little while. Oh, look at that, it's all good. Are we not there yet? Still? I thought we'd be there. Boo. But yeah, 258 seconds. It's coming down. That's not the right place. I'll just check this one more time. Right, okay, that's fine. I'm going to keep pressing buttons. So we're nearly at the point where I can get more percentage chance for our titanium, which is what we want, right? Look at that. We're nearly at 15% chance for aluminium, which is pretty good, right? I mean, the amount of aluminium we've plumbed in is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why the cost of each probe goes up. I mean, alright, we're going further and further away. But realistically, probe cost. It doesn't make sense. By all accounts, it just doesn't make sense. But, you know, what we're going to do, right? Game tells you you must do a thing, you must do a thing, apparently. Oh, we're nearly at the point where I can spend the, actually, wait, no, this one. There we go, right. That was the thing I wanted to do for a while, because I know what this game's like. It's going to steal all of my energy. Not my energy. Right, I can press the black hole button. Boink. We're a little bit slow, but we'll catch that up in no time. Look at that. That gives you a massive, penalty. Oh no, actually it's just the numbers that we're playing with are really big. Nearly there. Tee-hee. But we lost very little as a result of pressing the black hole button this time. We're up to 44 prestigium. Nice. Our aluminium seems to be going up slowly again. I mean, of course it's going up slowly. It's always going up slowly, that's the problem. Like, the iron is going up so much quicker than the aluminium. I wish there was a better way of getting aluminium in this game. Like, in here, there should be another upgrade. I am convinced there should. Unless... No. That would have been embarrassing. There's one just sitting up here, like a whole raft of them. That would have been very embarrassing. I'd have been like, oopsie. I done a stupid. Something like that. Right, click that. Because I'm not building this for a while. Yeah, look at that. 253. 253? Hang on. That's 4 minutes and 13 seconds, right? Is that right? Hang on. No. It's 4 minutes 23 seconds. Yeah, that's right. No, 240. Yeah, 4 minutes and 13 seconds. I don't know why I was saying 15. It's 13. It's clearly 13. That's right, right? 60, 120, 240. Yeah, so 4 minutes and 13 seconds. Nice. That's pretty good, right? We're up to 30 million. Huzzah! Just don't think it's worth spending the money to get the extra hydrogen on this because we're not using this tab 1. Because this was the first unlock, so it is this side. It's just not worth it. Like 16,000 kilometers per second times 7.2 million versus our 164,000 light years a second. It's just not worth it. Right? That's garbage. That's garbage. Those gain a link. But we don't really care about that anymore either, sadly. We're so far away from it, it doesn't matter. God, we're going to get masses of... Once you get to 100 prestigium, the prestigium's going to start to come in really, really quick as a result. Like, really quick. I think it's going to end up getting... It'll start ticking up in silly amounts per... Like, in an hour, we'd get such a silly amount of boost from the prestigium. It might be worth spending the stuff. But we'll see. We'll see how many prestigium we get to. 15.1% chance. We're getting closer. Can't be far off that now, right? Well, we'll have a look in a minute when it arrives. So we're now going nearly the same speed as our warp drive tells us we're going. Because our warp says, oh, apparently I've just had an email. Who's emailing me at midnight? I mean, really? Makes no sense. Oh no. YouTube's emailing me. Somebody has written a comment, I think. I don't know. I'll have to look at that after I finish recording. I try and answer all the comments that people put because I think, you know, it's only polite if you spend the time to write to me. I might as well write you back. I do that with actual letters as well. Although nobody really sends them anymore. I've got a friend who lives the other side of town to me, and my town is very small. She lives like 15 minutes walk. We write each other letters because it's funny. It's so silly. Although she moved house, so I didn't write to her as often when she moved house. It seemed pointless. When she moved far away, I didn't write to her. I just sent her text messages. But when she was living around the corner, I bought stamps and sent actual letters. It was actually quite fun getting a letter in the post from my friend, even though she, at the time, her actual house is about a 10-minute walk from my house actually, but she's living elsewhere at the moment. But she's moving back soon. That'd be nice. and I'm going to make sure I send her a letter welcoming her back to the town. But she's renting across town, so she's only an extra maybe 5-10 minutes away. So stupid, I know. But the little things, that's all that matters, right? You do things like that just for a little bit of fun, keep yourself entertained. I mean, also stop yourself from going marginally mental, and honestly, that is definitely a thing that I have to worry about. I mean, you've heard this sort of stuff I've been talking about on this series. I'm talking a lot about the music and what's going on in life and blah blah blah, but I'm also randomly talking about complete nonsense. And honestly, I think that when I go unhinged and start talking about complete nonsense, they're probably the better, more interesting, entertaining videos. But I don't know. I just couldn't tell you. So, that is one of those things. It's why I'm not a radio disc jockey, because, I mean, could you imagine it? I think I'd give people issues. I think that's the only fair way to express it. They would struggle. Yes, struggle. I mean, I think I'd struggle as well. I do better when there's somebody else in the room as well. If you put me in a room with someone and therefore they can ask questions and suggest stuff to me, like for me to riff on, that's when it gets quite strange. I mean, I'm told it's quite entertaining, but I've been known to get quite esoteric. How are we doing? So 248. That's getting better. It's not getting that much better. I mean, that was a change of 5 seconds. It's not enough. It's not enough, I tell you. Well, actually, I say that. Look at that. We can just wait here for another couple of seconds. There we go. 15.3% chance. Which is nice. I mean, I'm going to have to ask hang on. Just give me a second while I have a look what's going on. Oh, that explains it. I was trying to work out why I'd been stuck on like an hour of hip-hop without looking at my phone, right? Because that's where it's running from. But it was because it was on a mix of hip-hop, like an hour and a half mix of hip-hop or something. Whereas now I'm listening to Dodie. She writes some good songs, actually. She writes some very nice songs. Very soulful and I don't know. I don't think folky is the right one. My favourite of hers is I think it's Stuck in the Middle. Absolutely brilliant. When I found it, it just made me chuckle, and the video is quite good. But the song itself is very silly. The video really sort of explains it better, which I like. But really, it's a fun song. I like it. I like it a lot. And she did another one called Monster, which is also quite good. So if you like any of the suggestions I've had so far, let me know. It'd be nice to see if you guys have any musical suggestions that would work for me as well. I would appreciate it, because I'm always enjoying new music. Doesn't mean I'll necessarily like it, but I'll definitely give it a whirl. Yeah, that's right, I dropped the H. No, I didn't. I uplifted the H. Yes, I was listening to a guy talking about... we say covert nowadays, but actually it's covert. Covert. There's a famous speech that JFK talks about the intelligence organizations, and he's like, by covert means... but also covert means to envy. But it's spelled differently. You should not covet thy neighbour's oxen, for example. Mainly because, I mean, oxen, right? What are you gonna do with it? Ooh, I don't know actually. I heard a comedian, Eddie Izzard. He used to be very funny. I loved Eddie Izzard back in the day. If you get a chance, look up the Death Star Cantina skit. They have it animated in Lego, and it's just brilliant. I won't go into it any further than that, but he was talking about, maybe it's a translation issue, and it's actually you should not cover thy neighbour's oxen. They might overheat in the sun or something, or you might not be able to find them. put the right blanket on them, they'll blend in with the background. A white blanket next to a white wall. Where's the oxen gone? Oh, sorry, I put a blanket on him. He was looking cold. So silly. Speaking of silly comedians, have you ever watched Ross Noble? Ross Noble's a funny comedian. I quite like Ross Noble. He's a ridiculous sort of comedian in terms of he makes observations, but they are kind of ridiculous. Right, hang on. Press the buttons. Have a look at the thing. We're nearly at 1%. We're nearly at 1%. That's quite amazing. And I can click the button, which is pretty good because it means we'll be able to press the thing later. Or I say later. Soon. Soon, my pretties. Got 19 million. I mean, at 19 million, right? It's almost worth buying a Prestigium. Because we could. Right, hang on. I need. Yes. So 6 is 2 whole percent, or 2 whole modifier, I think. 0.3, 0.7, 0, 0.3, 0.70, right? So that's 2, so it'll take us to 13.7. So hang on, 13.7. I just want to see what it will do to our production levels of this stuff. Right, so 3600 divided by 13.7 will put us back to 262. That is a big difference, right? It's 30 extra seconds. I mean, it's not that big a difference, I'll be honest. By the time we get there, right, because we're away, like we'd need a lot more titanium for that. Well, we can do a lot more with titanium, can't we? That's a lot more titanium chance. I mean, I might as well, right? We're at 16%. That's 160 drones. That's amazing amounts of titanium growth. I could just save our titanium. Actually, that's a good idea, right? If we save the titanium until the next episode, or, well, until we get 15,000, if we save our titanium until we get enough Prestigium, we get enough for the Prestigium skill, that will push us to the point where we are laughing like crazy people in crazy places. So what do we need? Not a lot. We're nearly at the point where I can press this button. But I want to see this first. I need 9 billion. We are a long way away from that. So, therefore, I press the button, right? Because, of course I press the button. Why wouldn't I press the button? Because now, we're nearly at... Oh, we're so close. So close. But I can do this for a minute. And that number's going up really very fast, right? Yeah, it's going up by 0.04. So that's good. I mean, that's really fast. And yeah, we lost a lot of resources doing it. That button is problematic as far as I can tell. It's good for us, but it's... Right. Yeah, it's still 0.04. I'm waiting for it to go to 0.05, right? Now, ideally, I don't think it's going to happen, but ideally, I'd like us to get to 500,000 light years a second this episode. I don't think we will. I don't think we're gaining that much stuff. Like, the Prestigium needs to go up faster, and it's just not. But in this whole minute and a half or so that I've been pressing down the button, look how quickly we're going. We are approaching 300,000 light years a second, which is, I mean, silly. I mean, it's beyond ridiculous speed now. It's crazy speed. It is nonsense speed. And I really want to press the button to spend some of that titanium, but I'm just not going to. Yeah, look at that, we're at 50 prestigium. I wonder what that's done to the number. Right, look at that. We're at nearly 300,000. Look at that, it's close. It's going to be there in a second. There you go, 300,000 light years a second. I can live with that. Don't press that button. It's too easy. So close to pressing it. Right, so 225 seconds. Nice. Well, we're still quite a way away from this, though. Oh no, we're not. 107. Yeah, we're close. I'll press that. I'll just wait here for a second or two. Well, will I? No, I won't. It's a waste of our resources. We'll just come back in a second or two and go back and flick that button on, because we can afford to. I think this is Carly Rae Jepsen. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. Here's my number, so call me maybe. Right, 31.9. That's 500,000 energy per second. Well, that's alright. Can't complain, right? That's pretty good. I'm just not upgrading the hydrogen amount in here. I mean, I could, couldn't I? Actually, I could not, because we don't have 13 million aluminium. But, you know, never mind. 16.1%. It's good. It's good. At this rate, we're going to get to the magic number of energy before the end of the episode again, which means I can press the button again. And that's, like, lethal, as far as I'm concerned. Because as soon as we get to press the button again, I'm going to go back to that tab and boost our production of speed again. $220 seconds to get a prestigium. That's under 4 minutes. That's quick now. We get 15 an episode, theoretically. We've got 10,000. Oh, we've got 10,000 titanium. I'm not ready to spend our prestigium though. I don't want to. Like if we had 90, I'd be prepared to do it. I mean, I'm probably still going to do it, let's be honest, but doesn't mean I should, but I probably will still do it. 51. We'll have to go and have a look in a minute. Yeah, that's nice. It's nice. God, how old is this song? I don't think it's ever been considered a classic, though. I remember a number of my friends would sing it a lot. So it's just one of those things. So let's see. Oh, 220 seconds. So we've shaved 20 seconds off of 4 minutes. I mean, that's getting good. It's getting good. Oh, that's getting really good. I suppose we probably need to be 60 before we hit 3 minutes. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. It's going to just do so much damage to our overall speed, though. Sorry, our overall production of prestigium. Although I don't know why I'm worrying too hard. The next one's going to, if it went up by 6, the next one's going to go up by 8 or 10. It's going to be silly numbers of prestigium, and I'm not ready to spend it yet. We don't need 15,000, we need 16,500 as well. That's the other thing. I forgot. We need a lot of prestigium. not prestigium, titanium. I mean, we're gaining a lot of titanium, so it's not bad. Oh, it's the Zephyr song by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Ah, there's a song that a lot of my friends sang along to. It's alright. It's alright. I quite enjoyed it. I like it more because I went and saw them live and they sang it when it was they were touring the album. Hadn't even released the album at the time. I'm not sure what happened. Like we went to see them live at London's Docklands Arena, and they played the first half of they played like 3 hours, right? The first half of the gig was all of the old songs, and the second half was, or maybe the last third, I guess, I don't know, they played basically the entire album with that the Zephyr song was on. What was that, By the Way? Maybe, I don't know, can't remember without looking it up. Might have been Californication. Anyway, it was good. It was fun to watch, right? So hang on, we needed 6,500. 16,500. How far away are we? We're quite far away on that. That's fine. Okay. Oh, we didn't tick up yet. We've not ticked up yet. It's an outrage. Brr. Look at the brr. But yeah, we're getting there. Well, yeah, it was really fun. Like, what was the best gig you went to? I remember probably my favourite gig. I went to see Fun Loving Criminals in Leeds at the Town and Country Club. I don't even know if that venue's there anymore, right? It's a long time ago. It was a good, fun venue. But yeah, that was an amazing gig. It's the only gig I've been to with my brother as an adult. Not that I haven't tried to get him to go to stuff. Oh, there we go. What did that do? It took 4 seconds off. I told you, diminishing returns. But, can't complain too hard, I suppose. We're under 4 minutes. And there's 28 minutes, means we'll get another 7. And then I'm going to spend 6 of them. That number just keeps on ticking up. It's steadily climbing. And I left there at 300,000, which is quite nice, because we're now at 325,000. Well, 326.3, whatever. Going up by 40 odd. It's good. Going up very quickly. I'm not going to look at the tachyons. I want to look at the tachyons, but I'm just not going to do it yet. God, we're nearly ready to press the black hole button again. We're nearly ready to do that. 16 million. Do I do that? I mean, I probably should, shouldn't I? Before I press the black hole button. The black hole button's going to drain all of our resources again. And that's a lot. I don't know that I want it to drain all of our resources again, because it is a lot. Having said that, it doesn't actually matter, because every time we tick up, we get gather 1 silicon and the 2-bit silicon, it goes up as well further as we go further. So, and I would imagine not far away from not this aluminium upgrade or titanium percentage shards upgrade, but our next one will give us the ability to get 1 more titanium at a time. I hope you're remembering to hydrate. Unless, of course, you're about to sleep and then don't hydrate, you don't want to wet the bed. So, my ex had kids, and when it was bedtime, I'd be like, good night. They'd be like, good night. I'd be like, don't poo the bed. And they'd look at me like I was crazy. I was like, well, it'd be rubbish. You don't want to wake up and poo in your bed, do you? And it just became a thing. So the kids, whenever I would be like, right, I'm going to go and have a nap, they'd be like, don't poo the bed. I'm like, okay. Unfortunately, I never pooed the bed while I was with them. So, like, in the same household, that is. That could have been quite embarrassing. Making such a big deal of not doing it, that if I'd have actually done it, I would have never lived that one down. I mean, to be fair, I think at my age, if you poo the bed, it's because you're too old now. As opposed to, I mean, essentially it's incontinence, isn't it? So there's a thing about medical stuff, right? I was going to talk about this before. So there's an actual medical term called micropenis, right? And what it means is a gentleman has a small enough willy that it is essentially non-functional in terms of being able to procreate. Now, the problem is, right, that's his actual medical term. Hear me out, but men are pretty, sensitive when it comes to size issues of it being too small. So when you go to the doctor and go, "Doc, I think there's a problem downstairs," and the doc turns around to the guy and goes, "Yes, technically you have what's known as a micropenis," right? It's like adding salt into the wound, surely. Right? It seems a bit mean. Couldn't they call it something fun, like dyseratophobia or something? I mean, maybe not phobia, like the fear of dyserathy, whatever that is. I mean, I'm just throwing some phonemes together and hoping it comes out sounding remotely reasonable. Definitely wasn't reasonable. But could you imagine, right? Poor fella. So it turns out you've got this issue. Oh, great. Thanks. So what do we need? 16 million. We're a long way away from that. I thought it was 13 million for some reason. We're a long way away from 16 million. And if I press the button, we're not going to be able to do it. So I'm not going to press the button until we've done that. But we're up to 53 prestigium, which is nice. We're probably nearly at 54 at this rate. Who knows? Not I. Come on now. Come on, game. Get me to the value that I desire. It's my desire. I mean, we could have had more by me clicking on that some more, but I'm not doing it. I refuse. I refuse. Although we're nearly at 4 million aluminium per upgrade, per 0.1% chance. It seems a bit much, game. I mean, I get it, but it seems like a lot. I want to press the button for the black hole thing, because we're at the point where black hole thing... Come on. Hurry up. Oh, we're nearly there. So yeah, odd names for things that... Do you know any odd names for medical things? Like, that maybe should have been renamed because of the lack of tact involved? Or just silly medical things? Like, I mean, I'm a curious sort, so I love that sort of nonsense where it's just like takes you by surprise because it's a weird thing to have. It's just... I suppose the way my brain works, I'm always looking random stuff up. I don't want to listen to a funky house mix. It's all the same. Oh, this is one of those funny songs by the Far Side called Mr. Officer. Click that button. We're nearly there. We're 1 million away on iron. At which point, I'm not going to wait. But we're not far away from getting 9 billion silicon. Which means I could upgrade this. Which would be cool. I mean, it wouldn't. It'd be blimmin' annoying, is what it'd be. But worth it. Almost worth it. Wait, hang on. 209 seconds. Awesome. I like the fact that it's 209 seconds. Right. how do I do this? Right, because I want to roll a cigarette. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that. And I'm going to, hang on, I'm going to see if I can get this to do the thing. The answer is probably not. The answer is not. Wait. It probably helps if it's even on the screen. Right, so let's see. Can I hold this down? I can hold that down. Look at that. Not going to help. Right. I didn't roll as many as I should have. I probably should have rolled one more. But I want to get us to 500,000. I said this. Now, we are slowing down our production of iron as a result, but not by a lot. We need to get 16,192,000 or something like that. So we're not far away. I mean, we're quite far away, but we're not that far away. And we will take stock when I've re-upped myself and got myself to the point where I can look at the screen properly rather than what I'm actually doing. Although 413,000. Nice. So yeah, like, we might be able to upgrade our whatever it's called hydrogen pumping level by 1 to get to 62 instead of 61, because it's not a massive amount of resources for that. Whatever it's called, aluminium, it's just a massive amount of silicon. But we're nearly travelling 500,000 a second, right? Which means we're actually going to start ticking off distance, like reasonably ticking off distance as well. Right, so that's that done. Let's have a look. 91668735. Okay, well, click that one for sure, because that was the plan, right? It was always the plan. I did move back, right? Yes, I did. So what do we need? 9166. Yeah, we're close. Close. Let's accelerate our production. And then I press the black hole button. No, I don't. I press the prestigium button, and then I press the black hole button, I think. Because then we'll be 56 prestigium, which means we haven't technically lost any from the beginning of the episode. Because it's a lot of prestigium. Oh, get some more energy. That's a lot of decrease, because 205 is pretty good, right? I'll press that one because I can. Oh, Gomez again. Why, YouTube has spoiled me. And the thing is, I've got most of this stuff on CD because I'm not actually a boomer. But I'm not far off, I suppose. I mean, I am quite far off. I'm Gen X, but, you know. I remember the times before CDs. I remember the times when it was only cassette tapes. I don't remember the times before cassette tapes. I'm not quite that old. Well, depends who you ask, I suppose. Some people would suggest I might be older than before music. And honestly, you just take it in good humour, right? Because what else are you supposed to do? Grow old disgracefully and find it entertaining. Right, okay, so I can do this. Boink. That was the plan. I can't do anything with these, but I can go here. Wait for it. Boink. That was expensive, but worth it. Was it worth it? I don't know. But I can also do this. Boink. 581,000. We breached 500,000. Nice. We're not far off being able to do it again. We had 9 billion left over. That's nice. but we lost a bunch of prestigium bonus, which is disappointing because we've lost 23 seconds of production or whatever it was. But to be fair, like, we're still under 4 minutes, so we'll get 4 before the end of the episode. And I will try and remember to save it, right? Now let's see what happens here. 400,000 light years, which is 1 second's worth. It's not worth it on that number. 33 seconds, 40, well, it's 45 seconds, whatever, 40 seconds to do 1 second of boost. It's not really worth that, and this one is not even worth that. Right? These skills are kind of, they're there. That's all I can say for them. They are there. Right. Oh, and I spent all of that stuff, so I can do that now. Which is good, because we improved our tick rate, which is nice. Go on, let's tachyon. We have all of the tachyons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 29 quadrillion tachyons. And you watch, it will turn out that that's not the right number. Quadrillion is probably not the thing. I just think it's the thing in my head. But that's a lot of tachyons. I'm glad we don't have to spend any. You watch, we'll get somewhere and it'll be like, oh, you need to spend more tachyons. Let's see where we are. We are 2% out of the observable universe. I mean, that's pretty good, right? We've nearly reached a point, right? This is like 46.5 billion, right? We're not far off getting our actual next billion. Our billion light years. Or a billion light years. Not our. You know what I mean? That's a lot of light years. I want to build another one of these, but right, let's have a look. How many is that? Well, I said 10, it's 11. I'm not spending that. That's too silly. It's too silly. It's honestly just too much at the moment for what we're trying to achieve. I didn't look at how much titanium we need for the upgrade to our aluminium production, actually. That was foolish. I'm going to assume it's like 2,000. It's not, it's like 1,700, I guess, but it's got to be around there. Ooh. Went to a friend's birthday party last year, and they played some very heavy house music. Like real deep, dirty house. It's banging. Although, ironically, I don't think this is that song now. I think this is something else. It's still quite good. It's very housey. I think this is from my French friend. I think she recommended this song to me. But, you know, it is what it is. Well, that should be enough to get an upgrade on both sides. No, only on one side. 3-7. Oh no, is that 3-3? No, 3. Wait, that is enough, surely. Oh, maybe I spent. Oh, I can't spend too much iron. That's 3-8. That's 1685. I mean, we're getting there. Getting there slowly. I mean, quickly, actually. We're getting there very quickly. I was surprised. It turns out that I didn't need to spend all that time clicking the hydrogen button. The water button, sorry, for the speed boost. That was a potential waste of effort. Which is disappointing. Hang on. If I do it with one. No. For a minute there I thought it was going up quicker because I was holding down both mouse buttons. And if that was true, I would cry because I would have done that earlier. But, you know, still didn't swap my mouse over to get more effective use of that. Now I think about it, I should have done that. That would have made more sense, wouldn't it? So I could practice using my little finger as a strengthening exercise. However, I did not. And such is life. So we're already back up to 51 Prestigium, which is nice. Because I think we started at 51. Can't remember exactly. I think it was 51 we started at. Because I think I was disappointed. I thought we'd ended at 52. But regardless. We'll get 2 before the end of the episode, presumably. Come on now. Give me more things. Yeah, we're nearly ready to press the black hole button again. This is ridiculous. I'm not going to complain, mind. I like the black hole button. One of my favourite buttons in the whole game. Right, let's press that. How much energy do we need to save? 40, 52, 53 and a half. Okay, we can save 53 and a half. Can't believe we're travelling. I mean, this is redshift territory. We're going so fast that nobody would be able to see us. Yep, we're making a dent in our billion. Our next billion, I should say. I approve. Honestly, this might mean we're not far away from unlocking. Like the next episode, we might unlock the next unlock. And maybe it's the final unlock. We don't know. I just couldn't tell you. Right, firstly, let me press that button. I want to check this. 220 seconds. Still a long way. This is still quite far away. How's this getting on? 63 hydrogen per second. Well, we're nearly there. Yeah. I mean, we're not though, are we? Let's be honest. Oh yeah, I can do that now. Nice. Oh, well, it's close enough, right? I'll just put it. Oh, I can't do it. I've got to wait another minute. Brr, game. It's just mean. That's 50 cent. I'm half tempted to push us to 750,000 light years a second. Honestly. Yeah, look at that. It'd be nice if these buttons here had counters saying how many times it had ticked. That'd be funny. Like you could put it here. I don't think anybody would really care, but you know, I care. I want to know how many ticks it's done. Like you can work out on the bottom ones how many times you've pressed the button, right? Like we've done the 35 times for the the time delay button, which is a lot. I can't remember. 800 divided by 16. It's a number. Right. Okay. Well, hang on. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to click that one. And then I'm going to go here, and I'm going to click that one. And then I'm going to go here, and I'm going to click that one. Oh, well, 750,000. Look at that. Pop, 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 pop. I'll check the tachyons. Whoa, that's a large number of tachyons. Wow, we're nearly at 3%. That's good numbers. It's good numbers. We're getting there slowly. And we've still got more prestigium coming in. 216. It'll go to 209, I think. I can't remember if that was 53 or 54. More energy, please, Vicar. I mean, it's normally tea, Vicar, but you know. Can't believe we were able to do that. I think that was at 3 times this episode, or no, twice. Surely it was twice. No, it must have been 3 times, because, yeah, once. I'm pretty sure we did it at the beginning, and then we did it in the middle, and then we've done it at the end. Well, towards the end. But that's the number I was thinking about trying to push for. But I might just do this some more, just for the sake of it, because... Hang on. That doesn't help. But we can get 100 light years per second soon, per tick, which is going to help. Maybe push to 800,000. Ooh, that'll be another email. I don't know what that's from. Oh, it's just good though. Look at how fast we're going. We're going so very fast. Boom, 100 light years per second bonus every click. That's fast. That's extra bonus speed. And that in itself boosts our tachyon production, which boosts our speed again. And we're up to 53 prestigium, which is nice. Right, hang on. I apologise. No, 54 is 209. Got ya. Oh. I went to try and press the thing and it moved. And I wasn't looking. I was looking at how long I'd been recording for. Yeah, probably need to buy a new monitor to add to my collection. Because I only have one, and it'd be useful to have a second one, just in case I decide to stream or something crazy. I mean, I probably won't, not for a long time yet. Do we push for 1 million? Nah, let's leave it. We'll do it next episode. We'll break the 1 million gap. I would like to hit 17.5% chance though. That's going to be my aim, I think. So obviously it's still going to be about an hour, but we'll see how fast we get. Will we hit 3%? Or even 3.5% of the journey travelled? No, it's got to be 3%, right? Can't be more than that. 46 divided by 3? Yeah. Can't be 3.5%. Yeah, let's see. 46 divided by 3 is 15, right? So, we're over 3% of the way. Yeah. next episode or the one after, and we shall hit the final or the currently final unlock. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. And we're so close to 100 million light years a second now. We're going up by 0.14 a tick now. That's crazy speeds. Well, sorry, we're not going up by 0.14, we're going up by 140 light years a second. Our acceleration is pretty vast. Not sure how that's even a logical or reasonable thing to look at. Right. 4 million, nice. Click both of those. We'll have a look at this. We've just hit 54, which is back down to 209, which is nice. We're nowhere near this, right? No, we are nowhere near that. I'm not pressing this button because I can't, even if I wanted to, apparently. Ooh. Well, actually, this is nowhere near 25% yet, still. I don't want to spend 11 prestigium. I just don't. It's too expensive at the moment. It's good, but like for the distance, like that's what, half a tick? Ooh, half a tick, 400,000 light years. It's just not very far, is it? Let's have a look. 3.5. I was wrong. We hit 3.5. That's awesome. Wow. On that note, on that bombshell, as they say, thank you for joining me. Have a nice day. Oh, hang on. Click. Have a nice day. Bye.